Thailand, two very promising teams, and they met in pool play yesterday, and that win went to Kazakhstan 17-12, and Kazakhstan, as we look at their lineup, they were defeated, you might say, against the run of the tournament by Hong Kong. Terrific performance by Hong Kong to beat Kazakhstan 19-7, and Thailand, well, they were outed by China 34-0, a heavy defeat there. It was just supreme by China. Take nothing away from Thailand, and Utamporn has been just standout for mine this weekend, and this will be a bit of a grudge match almost, Jed.
Well, I'll be really fascinated to see who's who in the zoo in this game. You just wonder how many of those faces we look at now for Kazakhstan we'll see next season when the new cycle begins. Will there be anybody retiring after this tournament? Questions should be asked. And as for Thailand, well, they seem resurgent. Yes, they'll be disappointed about playing off for third and fourth, but at the same time, they'll be absolutely delighted to be playing off third and fourth, because nobody would have thought they were a threat this time last year. And the work they've put in behind the scenes has paid off massively during the course of the Asia Rugby 7 Series for women and here this weekend. Both these teams have invested a lot of time and effort into bringing the game forward across Asia. When you think about this, you've got Kazakhstan in the west, Thailand in the east. It's a pretty big spread, isn't it?
We're underway through Negora Nurmatova. Both these teams outgunned in the semis. Kazakhstan, well, you might have said they choked a little bit. They just went to revert into an old style of play, and they were smoked out of the game by a very energetic Hong Kong, and it's going to be an early scrum here to Kazakhstan, just 5 metres out. Early pressure applied by
a really good way of putting it, actually. They were energetic, weren't they? They were energised, Hong Kong. That's a really good description.
So, I mean, look at the size difference here in these front rows. It's hard to imagine Thailand's going to trouble them. Korachek on the far side, back to Bayeva on this side. And they give it a go though, Thailand, but they can't budge it. Straightening up nice and close is Abhisheva. Really haven't seen her in the tournament at all, Abhisheva. She was brilliant in Sri Lanka on the third leg of the series. Here she goes. Back to Bayeva, Anna Yakovleva, and Tkachiova finally gets on the end of one out wide. That's what they couldn't do in the semi-final. They couldn't find her with space, and they do now, and they dot down the first try of this final stretch for these two sides. Third of the tournament for Daya. He'll be bitterly disappointed, Popov, how that semi-final went, and to rub salt into the injury, the wound. The skipper, Korshibayeva, was yellow carded in that match, and those 2 minutes were crucial for them to have any chance of coming back. It was almost gone by then, but she was distraught. Nurmatova gets some running repairs. Conversion was good at 7-0 here. Nurmatova, she's put that beautifully. I'm not sure why Korachek didn't try to just catch that on the full. They were too busy looking at the Thai players. They could have just helped themselves there. Oh, there's a good bump off and a strong run from Wanari. They win the penalty, so Thailand trying to work their way into this contest. Here's Ratanaporn coming on at pace. Look at this. It's Piamat Back to her colleague Ratanaporn on their front foot now, and they're offside, those Kazakhstan backs by the look. Tkachiova wasn't back. Here's Chichinuk. Beats the inside shoulder of Tkachiova. Playing at pace, Thailand. Numatova with the tackle. Butsaya. Here goes Chichinuk with another go. Yakovleva there just sizes her up and takes her around the ankles. Nice tackle. Tanaporn. Tanaporn here trying to... Oh, she scoots through. She's so deceptive. Utamporn, and she's done it again. Well, we're seeing a new lease of life from this player. She's been around a number of seasons and it's just added so much more to her game. And it's great to see, and they return with interest here with the kick to bring it level.
Well, they've got the tempo on them, haven't they? You made the point of that earlier. It's a good observation. They have lifted the tempo, Thailand, when they've got the ball in hand. But isn't it interesting to see Thailand play the short ball straight at them, as if, pound for pound, they were on a level footing. Noddy Rockham and Buller. Well, this will look good in his resume. Terrific to see. He's brought these ladies right up, and for mine, I'm bringing PMAT into my tournament team.
Yeah, well, Thailand, perennial 6th place finishes in 2018. Worked their way up to finish 4th in this year's series, making a cup final against Japan and Sri Lanka was the highlight. Got blown away in that game, unfortunately, and this one sails down the back, and Thailand have a free ball here. Look at Kotacik going in there. She's so powerful. And Yakovleva as well, two of the biggest players at this tournament. They had too much muscle there. They got over the top and bulldozed them off that ball there, and Kotacik's taken a bang to the bridge of the nose by looks. Shrug that off, surely. There she is. Oh, and that's a mistake. Tanaporn brings it back, and they're lining up. Finally, it's Piamat, that just puts her head down, burrows in. There's Utamporn again, just prepared to take the line on, takes 3 defenders in, and very good work there to keep Nurmatova from blowing over the top. Good trickery there, and just slips out of the hands. Here's Kotacik now. She's got real gas, she's got a long reach, and she knows she stepped on the line though. Just tippy-toeing down there and couldn't keep the big boots in. She was away.
Not quite the player we saw a couple of seasons ago. I think injury has taken their toll. Number 12 for Kazakhstan. She could gallop them in from a long way out. Probably still good for 1 or 2. But that knee's heavily strapped and those legs look tired.
That's right. In the meantime, Kazakhstan have introduced some new runners. And I think Alina Askarova, their leading try scorer, I think she's not on the field. She injured herself. Daya Tkachiova and also Lilia Bazirak. They've brought in some speedsters. Kotacik finds herself in the front row these days. That's the way of the world, I guess. Nicely done. Tanaporn on the wraparound. And it's been bombed there by Ratanaporn. It's a low one, a dipping one, hard to take. And as we approach half time, here's a chance for Kazakhstan to steal a lead and take the momentum away from Thailand. On comes Laksina.
Thailand's accuracy just failing a wee bit there. Trying to really force the pace of the ball along. Got off the top of the line out, but they just went unable to handle the next ball. It's a shame. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Can they hold Kazakhstan out? Nurmatova in midfield. She's played scrum half the whole weekend. Finds herself in the midfield now. Back to Bayeva with the fend. Coming back at her is Laksina with the fresh legs. On the hooter now. Koracek has stayed on the wing. Back inside. Nice ball to Karina Proskarina. And look at that straight hard run from, I think it's Nurmatova. Yakovleva's there, gives it to Koracek. The two veterans, the front rowers. What a collaboration. And the defence, they just ran out of numbers. They held on, and it broke. And quite unbelievably, it's the first try of the tournament for Koracek.
Well, it's not tidy, it's not pretty, but it's effective, isn't it? And it yields some points, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered in any form of the game. You get the points, don't worry about the rest of it.
Very generous from Anna Yakovleva to put her teammate across the line there. She was over herself almost when she passed it. The conversion just away. So a good hard game of rugby going on here over that first 7 minutes. It's been quite brutal, and it's 12 points to 7 Kazakhstan with the lead over Thailand for the third and fourth playoff here in Guangzhou. The lights are on here. There's Takachiova.
Well, that's how it's meant to work, right? All passes going to hands, player in space. And Utampon, well, I guess she sized up the mismatch and said I might be able to make it on the outside. I don't know if it was a hunch or whether she knew it for sure. And then this try by Kazakhstan to finish off the half. Looked like a bit of a dog's breakfast, to be fair. But it puts them 12-5 up. These Thai girls are keen, they break the huddle, they're ready to roll.
Seven minutes for both these sides remaining. It's been a torrid weekend for them, the disappointment of their semi-finals, but Thailand, well, they've got to be happy with progress. Kazakhstan, they're the perennial third and fourth finishers. 3 legs this year, they finished fourth, third and fourth, just unable to break into a final. They were in a final in 2018 against Japan. Pretty much the same squad of players. Nurmatova's under all sorts of pressure. There's Chichinok, she dives on that. I think she's under pressure, holding on to that too. Nurmatova's done well there to stay on her feet. Oh, Chichinok, she did the right thing, that's all she could do. But then she was laid prone on the ground there. Easy pickings for Nurmatova. And she gets up and looks for Koracek here, and tempted to have a go, gets that fin going, getting the arm in the way is done at pawn.
Oh, unbelievable.
How did that stay in field?
The rugby ball is just a strange thing.
Here's a chance then. Thailand trying to break even. Ratanapon takes it to ground. Chichinok scoops it up, and she just seemed to fumble that as the tackle came in from Proskarina.
Someone got a hand in the cookie jar there, by the look of it. A couple of years and Thailand have given up half the field.
I think halfway through that pass, she tried to withdraw from it. Good pressure though from Proskarina. On comes Chayatip now. Off goes Laksina. She only came on in the first half.
Approach. 5,
Proskarina, her first start of this match, this tournament, coming in at scrum half for Nurmatova, who's right here with the ball, straightening off the right. Quite comfortable playing in the midfield, obviously. That's a really crazy pass to Yakovleva, who, as usual, does the tidying up. There's a knock on. One of the real workhorses of this Kazakhstan campaign. There's Loti getting animated.
Well, you'd have to think a third place finish here, that'd be worth an all expenses summer in Phuket.
For the Kazakhstan side.
Possibly.
Sure, they'd love a summer in Phuket.
Yeah, we all would.
Thailand with a crack here. Chichinuk and Takachiova, that's a great contest right there. Little dummy from the base, Dunich Pawn, and giving it some real width here. Up comes the blue line, nice and swift, just still full of beans in their fifth and final match. It's all very untidy though, and that could have gone either way, I feel. Goes to Kazakhstan though, referee Hashimoto.
Well, they've been very good and accurate about getting a person over the ball, Thailand, but they just missed the beat. And against a team with the size and strength like Kazakhstan, it can be your undoing. They've lifted the first one off the lid. We saw them early in the tournament, they latch on, drag the player and the ball backwards, but they couldn't separate the two.
Look at that camera work, right in on the shoulder there, folks. Abisheva hits Yakovleva and loops around there. It's real textbook stuff, and they bring it back the other way now. Back to Bayeva. Ratanaporn gets a hand on it, slows her down. Just a fumble at the base there, but it went backwards. There's a Takachiova with a shot at her second try there, coming across Thanaporn, cut off at the pass, puts the brakes on, gets her in a bear hug, helped out by Chichinuk, I think it is, so great defence in that corner. Yakovleva, she knows only one way, and they work it back. That's smartly done by Kazakhstan. Good little short passes, good vision, that's good eyes up rugby, isn't it? They go in for try number 3. Proskarina with her first.
Yeah, just kept hammering away down that far side. A little bit of push and shove in the background there, but it was never really going to stop. Try scorer being tackled, it was well off the ball. I think it's potentially still on here for Thailand. It does say 10. This kick would make it 12.
They're doing all of this without their skipper, inspirational skipper Kushibayeva. And Alina Askarova, there you see, just on the left there, Askarova. Looked like a hamstring early on today. She looked like she's hobbling. Was leading the charge on the points scored a hat-trick one game. She's a real find for Kazakhstan. Tired, heavy legs.
Well, that could be the break that Thai's looking for.
They'll have to score straight away here. Just over a minute remaining. Kachiova watches on. Jerapon. There, how busy Samankulova was. Ratanaporn trips over herself in her eagerness to get going again. They know they've got to score now. The show, the go, the inside ball, begging. Thanichporn takes the contact. And
good on Kazakhstan, they've done enough here. Gee whiz. They look like they've been genuinely tested though, haven't they?
Hermitova realises that's going to struggle across the line, so she tears after it, does the job though, and this could be the last play of the game. There's a Kazakhstan line out. Yeah, for all money, you would have put Kazakhstan in the final. After their earlier games, they were on fire. Some of the best we've seen them play over the years. But then they came up against Hong Kong, who also on top of their game at the moment, as Koracek tries to skip out of the tackle. That's very good work on the floor by Thailand. They could get a consolation here perhaps. Ratanaporn, Laksina. Chaya tip to ground and Koracek Yakovleva bowl over it. Up comes that blue line at pace again. They've really choked out the Thais here. That one try to Utamporn. Look at Yakovleva, she's going to the last minute, the big forward. Ratanaporn, oh, that's a good little display, good show. Can they pull it? Takachiova's after her, she's too quick, but there's plenty of supporters. Takachiova's taken on 3 here. This would be incredible if she can pull this off. And the final pass is a beauty. She did her best, but good support, and Chichanuk can hang her hat on their final try of the campaign. A little consolation try for Thailand and her 4th of the tournament.
17-14 would be a pretty respectable score line, and I think reflective of these two teams. Have competed well, they've battled away both sides. In the end, Thailand made to yield by China. Hong Kong, well, they couldn't do anything wrong against Kazakhstan. But congratulations, Kazakhstan, 3rd place in the Olympic qualifying tournament. And well done to Thailand. Also, still for mine, the most improved team of the season, no doubt about it. Scoring action out wide wasn't pretty, but again, it's about the points, it's not about the aesthetics, although that looked pretty good. And one more from this angle just to make sure. Yeah, I don't know if you're trying to work to do that.